that time of year again.
College football, it is back.
Here in Boulder, Colorado, right now is the epicenter of college football.
It's time. It's time. Let's go.
Welcome to RobDaManMedia with co-host Coach Dre.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Tapping in from the state of Florida, Orlando to be exact. Man. What is going on, Coach Dre? My brother, how are you?
We good, man. We good down here in Live Oak, Lake City area with my people. They finally cleared up the road, so we down here trying to clean up the roads, trying to get to the cemetery so I can check on my brother grave, so we can check on our brother grave. But besides that, they ain't got no power down here. But everything else, everybody in good spirits and good health, so I can go for that.
Hey, let me know y'all checking in there. We finna do these final thoughts tonight before everything get kicked off tomorrow. I don't know where I'm gonna be at. So for the people that's asking me what's the pre-festivities, everything that's going on tomorrow, I don't even know where I'm gonna be at. Just know when I wake up, it's game time. So you don't know where I'm gonna go live at, what I'm gonna do, what I'm doing for tomorrow. So everything is gonna be on the fly. It's not like I'm in Boulder. I can give you my schedule laid out, how I'm gonna do everything. But tomorrow, man, it's just, hey, I'm just gonna pop up live. So y'all be ready to hit that notification bell because, hey, it's gonna be a movie tomorrow. I do know DJ Khaled is performing for Big Noon Kickoff. So if you in Orlando and you go to the Big Noon Kickoff, you will see DJ Khaled tomorrow performing in person. So you might see me there, you might not. Who knows where I'm gonna be at? It's still up in the air. But shout out to Chicago checking in the building. You know, Florida's in here, Texas in here, South Carolina in the building. So hey, shout out to y'all. But Coach Dre, what's the things that you are most looking for tomorrow?
I mean, when it all boils down to it, we got to just come out and play football. Just about all the talking done with. All the rah-rah and all the other stuff. I just don't want them Florida boys to get too high or too low. I just want us to be in the medium. Let's just go out here and play football. UCF, they're going to come out and throw every punch they got. And so we can withstand them first few blows or come out and throw get some nice runs in, keep them guessing on defense. I think we're going to put ourselves in a heck of a position to do what we need to do. I got confidence in those guys. They look relaxed from what I've seen. So I feel confident going into tomorrow, man. I wish I could be there. That was the plan. But with the hurricane coming, I gotta check on them. I gotta make sure everybody's straight. So our game got canceled tonight. So me and the boys ain't playing tonight. So I got a chance to come home, which I hadn't been home in probably 2-3 months. So I got a chance to come home and be here with them and get some stuff done. But I feel confident with what these boys should do today and tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. The only game that's going on that I've seen so far instead of Florida for high school football is Venice. That's the only game I've seen being played tonight.
Venice gonna play. It's a couple of other teams. I seen gonna play tonight. But Venice, you get what I'm saying? That's my guy. He called tonight. He was like, "You ain't gonna be able to," because if we would have been there, if I'd have came and they'd have canceled the game, we probably would have shot over to Venice tonight and watched them boys play. It should be a blowout. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. They should put up about 50. They averaging 50. They averaging like 50, 52 points a game. So they looking for a 50 burger every time they touch the field. So, that's good that it is some high school games that some of the coaches can go check out tonight. So I know they'll probably be in the business because if folks don't know, Winston Watkins does play for Venice. He does play for Venice. So,
that was part of the reason why I said something about it.
Yeah, you get
That
what
was
I'm
good.
saying? Winston Watkins does play for Venice.
Hey, I will be in
So,
the
but
building.
yeah,
My brother won't be there, but I'll be in the building tomorrow. So there are a bunch of I see a couple people keep asking about tailgates. There are some tailgate parties going on tomorrow that I will be at. Now, which ones I'm gonna be at, I haven't made my mind up yet. I don't know for sure which ones I'm gonna be at. Just know I will be at some tailgates tomorrow. I will be doing a couple pregame talks and stuff. So, like I said, you never know where I'm gonna be at tomorrow. I'm here. I'm in Orlando. I've been here for about a day and a half now. I just ain't went live. So, hey, I finally went live. You know, let the world know I am here. I did make it safe. So, hey, I'm ready for tomorrow. Coach Dre, who are your 3 players that you looking out for tomorrow for your standout players? Because we do this every pre-show, so let's do it. Who is your final 3 going into tomorrow?
it's gonna be Jimmy Horn, LaJohntay Weston, and Hill Green. The 2 Florida boys. I know what's on Jimmy's mind. I know what. I think he probably playing the closest to home tomorrow. So he should have a good little bit of family support and stuff. LaJohntay, another guy. And then, I just expect Hill Green to go out and put himself on the map as one of the best linebackers in the country. And this is the game to do it with a running back who I just listened to Mel Kiper when I was driving up here say that this kid is an NFL type running back. He's the kind of running back you want to see in the NFL. So we know we can go out here and stop this guy that we got NFL talent on our defense, which I already feel. But for me, those would be the 3: Horn, Webster, Hill Green.
Hey, shout out to the CU aunties. Y'all know I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. So y'all ain't gotta worry about where I'm at, cause y'all know more than likely we always up in the same place. So y'all ain't gotta worry about where I'm at, cause y'all know. Y'all already talked to y'all, so y'all kind of know what the plan is. So but as far as my 3 players, my first player that I'm gonna really be in tune to see is Cam Simmons Craig. That's my number 1 player because I think he's gonna have a hell of a game. He's gonna be all over the field. Making plays in the backfield, on passing downs. You're going to see him headhunting tomorrow. My second player is definitely going to be Hill Green. That linebacking group with him and Billy they're going to be ready to show up. And so my third one, I'm actually going to surprise some people. I'm actually going Will Shepherd on this one. I think this is a game for Will Shepherd to come out and play, to have the ball, because everybody's going to be focused on the Florida boys and everybody's going to be focused on Travis. That leaves Will with no attention, and I think he's gonna have a big time game. I think this is gonna be his breakout game of the season. I expect him to have 7+ catches this game, Will Shepherd. So might get him a touchdown or 2, but I expect him to go off tomorrow, just because everybody's gonna be so focused on the 2 Florida boys not scoring and trying to take Travis out the game that's gonna leave Will Shepherd by himself to take off. So I'm going Will Shepherd tomorrow as my third and final player that I'm going to be watching out for, that I'm going to be looking out for. So, all this notion of all the big recruits coming in town, this, that, and the third, right? How do you feel about this being UCF biggest weekend of recruiting, knowing that the University of Colorado is coming in town? A lot of these Florida players are coming in town, and it ain't just Jimmy and LaJohntay. Y'all keep forgetting about his brother on the other side, linebacker. I think he gonna want to make a play or 2 out there, knowing that he back in Florida. So how you feel that this is gonna be UFC's biggest UCF? I don't know why you said that. UCF biggest recruiting weekend for a while.
I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to the man's gonna be in the building. Arguably the greatest player to ever come out the state of Florida. He's coming home to be in the building. It's the same effect he had when he came with Jackson and played Sam. He coming home. He bringing dogs with him. Like you say, for those who don't know, Travis Hunter is a Florida boy. You understand me? He's a Florida boy. He's from Palm Beach. He's a Florida boy. He just went to high school in the state of Georgia. I think we got 20 anywhere from 28 to 29 Florida boys on the roster. I don't know how many of them made the trip. Saul Wasim, he's from Florida. So for UCF, it's a great tool. Again, right now UCF can arguably say they're the second best team in the state of Florida right now, hands down, and can't nobody argue with them. There's only one team to me that's in front of them. That would be the University of Miami. Then it's UCF, and then FAMU in South Florida fighting for the next spot, and then the Gators in Florida State. So it's a perfect time for them to try to get guys in here. But I don't think Gus Malzahn is stupid and thinks that all these recruits are coming to see the University of Central Florida. Guys, this guys that's on there that's committed to Oregon, that'll be there tomorrow. So a lot of people know that it's the hoopla and the hype of Coach Prime coming. But also, UCF is going to use this, and that's why we have to come in here and handle business, because if they lose, it was just, hey, it was a big recruiting day. They helped us get kids in here. But if they luck up and win, then this it's going to be a epic day for them, and that's how they're going to try to flip kids. But most of these Florida kids, they're coming to see Prime in Colorado and what comes with it, and see what everybody's hooting and hollering about, and why everybody want to watch and see. And Colorado must see TV, and those kids like that kind of stuff, so they want to come and see it in person. But I think it's a win-win for both universities. They've never had a recruiting day like this in UCF's history. And Gus Malzahn does do things his own way. He does the way he handles the recruits, the way he does the pictures, the way he do all that stuff. Gus Malzahn does it his way. Nobody took heed to that when he said that in his press conference. If Prime would have said it, it'd been all over the Twitter world and ESPN and everywhere else. But Gus Malzahn told people, hey, I like Prime because he like me. He gonna do things his way. He's not gonna be swayed by what other people do. So you can believe that UCF they're gonna try to swag it out and do their thing, and but it's a big day. I think it's a win-win for both universities. Just to be honest, I think it's a win-win for both universities.
I'm still intrigued to see if a couple recruits pop up tomorrow that ain't showed up that ain't on the list right now. Now I do know. Now here's the one thing I say that I'm upset about, that I don't like. It's my nephew ain't there, but it's okay. My nephew ain't there. It's a reason why he ain't there. All right, it's a reason, but that's the only thing I'm gonna say. My nephew ain't there as a game as a recruit. Out of the 300 plus players gonna be there. But to move on from that, like you said, it's a win-win for both teams, right? There are some players that is really looking at the University of Colorado that's going to be at the game, that's going to be on the sidelines of UCF, that's going to be in the stands. But you got to take advantage of the opportunities that you get, right? You get to see them up close, personal, before you head out to Boulder to go check them out. So this is a win-win for both sides. You get to see the atmosphere of game days before time, right? What does it look like? Could you envision yourself in certain situations playing with certain people? So you gotta. This is gonna be a fun atmosphere. I can tell you that. If I'm one of the recruits,
but listen. Dev made a good point though earlier today when he was on Dino's show, when he said that Colorado is a lot of miles away, and for some of these guys, this is the only time they're gonna be able to get to like a Colorado game. You know what I'm saying? When you go on these recruiting trips, yeah, they pay for everything once you get there, but these guys have to pay for flights, and if you got your mom and all them, you know what I'm saying? So this is also a time for them to be able to see Colorado and see what they're made of, see their coaching staff up close and personal, because sometimes they can't get, all the way to Colorado to see that. And so that's another thing why I think that UCF is, got way more recruits in the house than anybody than they normally do. Like I said, this is normal. This is normal for the University of Florida, Miami, and Florida State. This is normal. And guys, I want to be honest and frank with y'all. Every recruit is not going to be treated the same. Every recruit is not going to be treated the same. Just because you call in and say you coming to the game and they put you on the list, it doesn't mean you're going to get treated the same. Those big time recruits that they know they still have a chance with, you'll see those guys in the locker room. You'll see those guys up in the suites and things of that nature. The other guys will be down. They feed all the kids, so I don't want to make it seem like they're not going to feed all the kids and all that good stuff. And there's levels to this recruiting thing.
Hey, I would tell you right now, if you're a lower level recruit and your name on that board and you got blessed with some tickets, you better get there early. Because if somebody show up unexpectedly, you might not have no ticket to get up in that thing. I'm just being honest. But with that being said, it is a beneficial because players get to bring more family than they normally would to University of Colorado. So it's a plus, like I said, for both sides because you get the parents, you get more players in the building, you get more eyes that you normally wouldn't get to that has the opportunity to fly up to Colorado. They have to take off work. They can just go on a Saturday, come up and leave back on a Saturday. So it's a plus to win-win for both sides in that aspect. But to get back to football, right, outside of the recruiting realm, what would be your message as you've seen everything that just transpired within the last 24 to 48 hours in the state of Florida? What would be your message that you'd be leaning to the players in the locker room for Colorado?
Tonight, I just want them to relax. Again, I'm always say it's a big. Hey, fellas, that's the first thing I will start with. Hey, fellas, this is a big game. You know why? Because it's the next game. Not because we came to UCF. Not because we here in Florida in my home state. It's a big game. Because it's for us to go out here and put on a show. It's another opportunity for us to get another conference win. Understand that it's a conference game. But I'm not putting more emphasis on it because we're here in Florida. I want everybody to do their job. Alignment and assignment on defense. That we line up and do our assignment and not worry about what the next man is doing. Trust your brother. Trust that your brother going to do his job and that you're going to do your job. And if we collectively do our jobs together, we'll win. On offense, we got to dominate up front. We got to come out here and hit people in the mouth. This is a want-to business. Offensive line is a want-to business. You gotta wanna block the man in front of you. You gotta wanna move another man without him wanting to go. Running backs, I need you to run the ball like we ran last week, but we need to take it up a notch. Receivers, I need you to catch everything Shador throws you. If it touch your hands, we need to come down with it. If it touch your hands, we need to come down with it. Hey, the first thing you do, catch the ball, then you run. Don't worry about running after the catch. I need you to catch it first, and then we can run. But all that extra, and hey, tonight, turn off them phones. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Hey, if you ain't got your ticket by now, if you ain't here, if you ain't talked to them, hey, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. They need to relax. They need to, like I say, we've been playing at night, so they done moved the time up. It's going to be in the heat of the day of Florida. You don't know about that Florida heat, but the good thing is that they up there in the mountains, and so that should be good for us. Make sure that we hydrating. Make sure that but the biggest thing is, man, have fun. Have fun tomorrow. When we kicking butt, when you kicking butt, you can have fun. Have fun tomorrow. Don't make this no bigger than what it is. To you Florida boys, hey man, hey, show people why it's all right. Lead the state. You understand what I'm saying? Put yourself on the map. Make yourself believe. Make people when they leave that stadium tomorrow, let it be known that it's only one real gold and black team here. It resides in the state of Colorado. Leave here 4-1, getting ready to go in the bye week. Florida boys, get y'all butts back on that plane and take y'all butts back to Colorado. Ain't nothing in Florida going on. I know we got an off week. Get your butt back on that plane. Get your butt back to Colorado. Ain't nothing going on in Florida, but gonna be some hurricane cleanup. Okay? So, but that's it, man. Just like I say, don't put more on it than what it is, man. We just got to go out here and play football and believe in yourself, man. And you got to look beside you, and you got to believe in the man next to you. If you don't believe in the man next to you, what you in the room for? Because you need him. Football, you need 11 men all working towards one goal to make one play work. That's what it is, man. And like I say, it's go time now. It's 5:30 here. Hey, it's time to lock in. We should be getting ready to eat a little dinner. You know, we need to be in the bed by about 10. Need to be in the bed by about 10. Laying down, man, getting your mind right. Like I say, turn them phones off, put your headphones on, put that music on, or whatever you got to do. Or block the rest of the world out. Because can't nobody help you but these men in this room. Can't nobody help you but the men in this room. These coaches, this staff, the support staff, all these people in this room, can't nobody else help you but the people in this room. Remember that, fellas. Don't nothing else really matter, man. Who cares what other people think? What you think about is what people think in here. Because that's all that matters to me. I tell my boys that every Friday. All that matters is these kids sitting in this cafeteria right now. All these other folks, because they can be with you one day and against you next. But I need every one of y'all boys that's in this cafeteria right now. So in that meeting room tonight, hey, we need every man in here. And you got to do and be proud of doing your job. Do your job. Play your role, whatever role that is. Whatever role it is, take that role on. That's why a guy like Ben, I make him stand up and be like, hey, that kid loves his role.
No doubt.
He's excited about running down there and tackling somebody and hitting somebody. He exudes what it is to play your role on a football team. I need some more Bens. I need some guys that just happy being their role. Hey, every day ain't gonna be your day. Every day ain't gonna be your day. Understand me? Every day, y'all see you aunties. They got to be in the bed. Now that sound good too. They got to be in the bed. We having bed check tonight, baby. I think Prime need to take all cell phones.
I was just about to go to that point. I was just about to go to that point. I said, hey, listen, hey, when it hits 8:30, after we get to team meetings and stuff like that, I'm gonna give you 30 minutes to check all your phones, call whoever you need to call, and after that, I'm taking all the phones, all of them. I'm collecting it. You ain't getting them back to after the game. You don't need them. Like, unless if it's emergency, they know how to get hold of Coach Phillips. They know how to get hold of Riz. They know how to get him hold of JB. Somebody on the recruiting staff. They know how to get a hold of them if it's emergency. Other than that, hey, we putting them phones up. So, hey, it's time, man. Hey, all the noise, close it out. It don't matter what ESPN got to say, what Fox got to say. It is game time. Did you see that some of UCF players are offered by? No, I didn't see that. But it don't really matter. It's game. We almost here to game time. We finna shut things up. And for all y'all people that keep asking about Coach Dre Mike, he got one on the way. I ain't told him it was coming, but he'll get it next week. For all those who keep worried about his mic, he got one on the way. I promise y'all, it's gonna show up to him next week. It's already the weather delayed the mic from being there. Otherwise, he'll have it now. But next week he'll have a clip on mic, so y'all can't worry about the audio no more. Him tripping and have to turning people up and stuff like that. So y'all be good. All right, just be patient, dog. Just be patient. But no, when you look at Block Bully coming back, what significant role does that play with this defense looking at tomorrow?
Again, he's a leader up front. He brings a certain attitude that you want from a defensive lineman. He demands a double team. If you don't block Bully with two people, we're gonna be in the backfield and we're gonna disrupt. That boy ain't gonna even get himself going good. So when he comes back, with him coming back, it gives them other defensive linemen a little go. They've been playing pretty well, and Barnes been playing good. I've been liking the way Coach been playing. McNeil. So now you get the Block Bully back, who I feel is the leader in that room, and you can see that every time you turn on the film. That he's short and stocky. He gets himself in the hole. He gets in the way. He muddies things up, and that's what you want the one technique to do. And he does it to the best of his ability. So getting him back is a big help, especially against a team like a UCF who, like I say, Gus gonna run the ball. You know what I'm saying? But we can't get lulled to sleep by it, because KJ does have the potential to pull that thing up and try to throw it. But I believe in the game plan that Coach Rob Livingston has we gonna do everything we can to do what we need to do to get the W this week. 1-0 is the goal. To wake
Yes, sir.
up Sunday morning 1-0. That's always the goal. If we wake up Sunday and we 1-0, we where we want to be. And so that's always the goal right now. So, but getting block bully back is a big lift for that defensive line. But hey, we
So
not listen. Hold on, listen. I saw in the little comments where somebody said, we're not worried about what offends UCF right now. When you doing stuff like that, you're trying to get stuff to get you going. They're doing that to get themselves going. So if you pay that no attention, it something Cam said about some water got y'all offended. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. But they trying to find themselves anything to get them going. If you watched The Last Dance, like they say Michael Jordan used to make up stuff to get himself going. Just to get himself going, just to get himself in the mood to get upset. He made up stuff. So, them boys just trying to get something to get themselves going. So just pay that no attention. Everything will be okay.
I just want somebody to say something to Travis, man. Say something to Travis Hunter. That's all I want. But Coach Dre, knowing that this is red shirt week, quote unquote red shirt week, right? I think we might see some interesting lineups being played tomorrow moving forward versus players on special teams, offense and defense. What do you think about redshirt week and what you might possibly see tomorrow?
I really don't think it's going to affect us. This is going to become a habit in college football because of the simple fact is we're talking about kids being promised stuff and not getting it. I don't speak on people and their money and what's going on. What I know is we got to teach kids better. Because how you going to say that this your brother and you walked out on these guys? Like, I would never walk out on, like, I understand what y'all said. We trying to work this thing out, but at the end of the day, you got to play for more than just this. More than just this money. Because these guys in here counting on you, and this what you do to us? I mean, you were never fully all the way in. But I respect the kid, say that's the only reason he came to UNLV. He said, I was promised this. That's the main reason why I came. I probably would have went somewhere else if they wouldn't have said this. And that's another thing, schools. But people laugh at Coach Prime and get mad at him when he tell y'all, I tell kids the truth. Tell these kids the truth. If you're going to give them that, whatever, stand on that. But if I'm a coach, don't promise these kids nothing. Tell them you got to come in. Yeah, it's NIL money out there for you to get. Yes, there's money out there for you guys to earn. But you got to come out here and stuff like that. That lets you know that everybody in Colorado is eating. So that's what you need to be pushing. That if you come here in my school, everybody gonna eat. If you do the right things, if you do the little things right, everybody gonna eat. But we gotta teach kids character. We gotta teach kids morals. I told people a story. I go for me. That lady that's buried out there with my brother. Listen, if you would have came and sat $200,000 on her living room table, and Coach Prime would have came in there and said, I'm going to turn Coach Dre into a better man when he come back to you, and y'all going to make a little money, this, and this, I'm going to do this. If he do this, and this, my grandma would have told that man with the $200,000, hey, sir, I thank you, but we've been getting by just fine without your money and him owing anybody anything. We're going to go over here with this guy who's going to make my guy. Who's gonna make my grandson a better? We teach kids everything else. We teach them everything else. Let's teach kids let's build character in kids, and let's teach kids loyalty, and let's teach them how to finish something. Like that's one thing. Them old people when I grew up, If you started something, you wouldn't quit. They didn't care about none of that. They didn't want to hear no excuses. If you started something, you finished. And I think that's something that we need to definitely go back to and teach these kids that, hey, this is more than just, and like I say, when you make it about money, that's what they're looking for. Same thing with it in a relationship. Fellas, if you make it about money with a young lady, that's what she there for. She ain't really there for no love. She there for the money. You get what I'm saying? And you got to build your house on something other than a money made of paper. You better make your house built a stone. Money made of paper. You can't build no house with paper.
I think when you look at this whole situation, when you talk about Red Shirt Week and kids shutting it down, quitting on their teams and things like this, some of this stuff is just idiotic, right? Some of these players are just flat out quitting. But then some of it is you not putting pen to paper. Somebody shaking your hand and just telling you, hey, I'm going to give you this, and ain't nothing written in stone. So what you saying could possibly be the number, and then what they say could possibly be a number, and it ain't none of the numbers nowhere near close. You know, and so you look at this quarterback, and he's talking about he's getting $3K a month, and he's talking about they promised him $100K. There ain't no way they could have promised you $100K before the season over with. You ain't even gonna get close to that number anyway. So what really happened? It is you got shook a handshake, you got a percentage of the money, and ain't nothing written out there, right? And if it is something written, make sure you and your parents or whoever your legal guardian is reading over it. And I think that stops all of this. But we got too many people out here shaking hands, kissing babies, and just throwing money, all right, I'm gonna give you this. And then when they get there, oh, I didn't get that. I didn't get this. How can you hold somebody accountable? And that is just a he say, she say
that's
battle.
Another thing. Listen at this here. Parents, don't let people speak for you and your child. Stop letting people speak for you and your child. Moms, single moms that's out here, stop letting these men speak for your child. That's another thing that's messing up a lot of these people is everybody trying to put their hand in the pot. I've coached many good players. I've never tried to put my hand in the pot. That's between coaches call, hey, coach, no, man, that's between him and his parents. Now, if he asks me my opinion, I give it to him. But listening today while I was riding, they say the $3,000 is what all the players get a month. So if everybody getting $3K, then what we talking about? And you waited, you've been on the campus since whatever, and you just not saying that they ain't been giving you the money? But you out here balling out, you doing your thing, you helping your team win. After a while, it got to be about more than that. And then, like I told y'all, if I give you $100,000 and you go accumulate more bills, you got to go get some more money. If that money ain't steady, you just accumulating more bills, guys. Dale said the real thing. We got to teach these kids what to do with the money.
But hey, Dre, before you go there though,
do with the money.
Before you go there though, how can you teach a kid what to do with the money if you ain't got no money and you don't understand what to do with the money? So there's got to be some accountability somewhere.
I tell people all the time, it does. But here's the thing, parents, y'all got to be parents. Rob's nephew, he'll recruit. Rob will tell you, Rob handles David's stuff, but I'm his parent. You talk to his uncle about that other stuff, but I'm his parent. I don't care what you give him. I'm going to still be his daddy. He ain't finna boss me around, tell me what, no.
Hey, Dre, have I called you, picked up the phone and say, hey, this school offered this, David need to go there?
Never. Hey, bro, this school said such and such and such and such. All right. School, we on the phone with the recruiting service. Hey, listen, I just want to be his parent. Any other thing, talk to his uncle. That's the conversation. because I know it's between me and Rob. When we get off the phone, we'll talk about what we want to talk about and proceed accordingly. But Rob said some real things. Most parents haven't been in this situation. So it's like, oh, we finna help ourselves. We finna get ourselves out of the ghetto. We finna be no, y'all. We already got debt, people. We already behind the 8 ball. So now we finna go create some more debt. And if we don't have a constant income of this money, then now we done made this. We done made our baby's credit bad.
But see, that's
Instead
the thing. You hit it.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, finish.
You made your baby's credit bad, and now he behind the 8 ball in life. And then if he don't make it to the NFL, and he don't make a job that's made that kind of money, now look at where we set our child at. I don't care what David brings in. I'm not moving. I'm not doing all of that other stuff. That's David money, but David gonna put that money up. He gonna do whatever. But he's not. What it should do when you get this money is this generation of kids or athletes should be set up to succeed.
Yeah.
To succeed in life.
So K Hayes, I like this comment, right? And I left this up on the screen. Where's accountability for the administrators and the adults? We want the kids to be loyal regardless. So what accountability can you put? What accountability does the parents take in the situation, right? And you talk about the adults and them talking to kids, but what accountability do the adults take in the room? What accountability does the parents take in the room? Because when you're not just talking to a kid and you give this kid, you don't understand. Sometimes it ain't even the actual parents that's asking for the money, the mom and the dad. It's the uncle, the auntie, somebody that don't even supposed to be in the mix asking for money so they can get taken care of. And then when they get their lump sum, then they try to take care of Susie Joe over here and then go take over Bob over here. Like that's what y'all don't be realizing. Like it's got to be accountability on everybody, right? You can put it on the administrator, but in reality, the administration don't really have nothing to do with the money because they can't per the NCAA. So when you talk about the accountability piece, it's really got to understand financial literacy. That's the main key. Understanding financial literacy and the things that you could involve your kid in. And if somebody do write a contract up, you better read it. You better hope that, hey, we give you this $100,000 and we expecting a 15 to 20% interest on that money back. So if that kid don't make it to the NFL, you better have something lined up to pay the interest back, or you're gonna get a lawsuit. So when we talk about accountability for as adults, there's a lot of things that play out that a lot of people don't realize that play a part into all this working. And there's got to be some common ground. And if it's just about the money, these situations gonna keep constantly happening at a higher rate. But shout out to Dino, man, for pulling up on us, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, keep doing y'all thing out there. Go ahead, Coach Jay. Can you hear me, Coach Jay? Oh. Okay. You on mute, Coach Jay.
You hear me now?
Yeah, you good. You good.
You can hear me now? Okay, yeah. I'm just saying shout out to Dino, man, for always supporting and rocking with us. It's just always good to show. And like I say, stuff like this is what we got to show. We got to show these young men that older black men can be unified, can come together and do something and push something in a positive way. Yes, I know everybody ain't going to agree on everything, but just because I don't agree don't mean I got to take a shot at you. Just because I don't agree don't mean I got to talk about you. Hey, we just disagree and we just move on. You will still be my brother at the end of the day. And that's all. But again, we got to show people that. We got to show these young men that, because what we show is what you see these young men out here doing. They argue, fuss, and fight. They fall out. I tell my kids all the time, a lot of y'all walk around here with associates and not friends. A lot of y'all walk around here with associates and not friends. You get what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. It ain't. Listen, Rob came down here to watch the game. I texted him this morning and said what I was finna go do. Hey, bro, you need me to come down there and help you, man? Go have fun. I got these people. But that's what real friendship is. That's what real friendship is. Hey, bro, I come down. Hey, I stop what I'm doing. I come down there and help you, bro. Hey, no, bro, keep doing what you're doing. We need somebody in there working. So you get what I'm saying? So always remember that a kind word, a hug, just a how you doing could change the way somebody's day is going. Somebody could be having a miserable day, and you just saying, "Hey, how you doing? I appreciate you. I love you." Anything, any kind of words of affection could just change the way somebody feels. You never know what a person is dealing with on the inside. Just because they look good on the inside don't mean that everything's all right on the just because they look good on the outside don't mean everything's all good on the inside. So make sure you check on people. It's the same thing with these young men. It's a lot to go from just being a child to almost becoming the head of your household when it comes to the money. And that's what a lot of these young men become. They become the head of the household because they're the ones with the money. But instead of them old school parents like we had, like I said, I had a mama and a grandma and a couple aunties that's like my mama. And all of them, you get what I'm saying, take a village to raise a child. I tell people it wasn't just my mama and my daddy. It was a whole village of people right down here in this little city of Live Oak in Gainesville, Florida. They helped raise me. So that's what we got to do, and that's why I like the positiveness and the positive community, because that's what these kids need. It's enough of them knocking them down. Y'all, they can turn on the TV and listen to Paul Feinbaum, and that's no knock on him or whatever he got going on. But y'all got to understand that money make this thing shake. Colorado taking money out of the SEC pocket. How many times you done heard about Colorado game, and how many times you done heard about the Alabama-Georgia game? That would never happen. Colorado, UCF wouldn't even been on the map maybe a year or two ago.
2 years ago,
but now
definitely.
that Coach Prime is here and he's doing what he's doing, they on the same level. And ESPN can't afford that because the ESPN pays the SEC. Paul Feinbaum works for ESPN, so who he got to talk about? Sometimes y'all, that's why I say we be getting mad at them people. They doing what their job asking them to do. That's why I don't never get mad with Paul Feinbaum, because he started on the SEC. He started as a talk show about Alabama and Auburn. That's what he started on. So to expect him to change up what he got going on now that the SEC and ESPN paying him, it ain't gonna happen. That's why we just gotta leave them clowns alone. And I saw the little comment. I'm getting annoying. If I'm annoying, you ain't gotta watch us. Hey, you can always hit the button and turn us off. Again, I ain't doing this for fame. I'ma still be Coach Dre in the city. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm standing. That's why this year, me and bro, we you knew we was SOB and everybody see the shirts. But this year we SOP, because you got to have a purpose before you can stand on business. You got to have a purpose. What you get up for, and what make you get up out the bed every morning? What make you go get it every day? Whether it's your children, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your calling, whatever it is your purpose. Because the biggest thing with Coach Prime stands on a purpose. And now he stands on business because he goes after his purpose. But, man, it's a great feeling to have these boys back down here in the state of Florida. I think it's going to be a great weekend. Now that the weather done got back all right. Like I said, I think they say it's supposed to rain maybe a little bit before kickoff, but
yeah,
it's
supposed to rain like a couple hours earlier than kickoffs. Once kickoff get here, it should be fine. So just a couple hours before, so we should be fine. Should be clear to go during game time. Shout out to Coach Berry for the $5 super chat. These Vegas knuckleheads gave Buffs plus 425. They gave us a payout for that. I'm walking away with 10.5 tomorrow. after the win, watch. Hey, listen. If you're a betting person, well, hey, I'm just gonna tell you, if they gonna give you the money, hey, take advantage of it. While you can, because you know the odds is gonna change regardless of the fact as they get closer to kickoff, things like that. So, one thing for sure, man, you gotta be good to people, man. And we always say be good to people, you know, and things happen back good to you. But you really gotta understand, you know, what that really means, because a lot of times we get so caught up because we don't like this or we don't like that, but you still support it. If you don't like something, don't support it. It's just that simple. So obviously something has your attention for you to support it, for you to keep saying, you know, this person, that person name, because at the end of the day, you making something off of it. So something has your attention, and that's why you keep coming back. So, hey, we appreciate all the support. We appreciate everybody that's coming in. Hey, Dev, just let me know. I'll be there. We appreciate everybody that pull up on it, that support. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know, we just want to come here and give our final thoughts on some things that was, you know, happened before the game. You know, because we haven't talked about some of these issues, so we just want to get on here and touch base about it. But Coach Dre, give your final thoughts before we get up out of here. This wasn't gonna be a long live. We just want to come in here and just chop it up with you guys, and really, you know, push things forward. You know, because tomorrow's game day, so all the noise, all the chit chat, this, that, and the third goes out the window. As y'all see, UCF didn't come talking this week. They didn't try to poke the bear. They want to do all they talking on the field. So hey, we got to do the same thing. We got to be ready to go. And, you know, this offense, we got to start off fast. Defense, we got to go punch them in the mouth, and let's see what they're about. But we might see some lineup changes tomorrow, just because certain things. But I'm not gonna tell you everything about everything I know. But you might see some lineup changes on special teams or offense or defense. So y'all just be mindful of that, but don't lose your head, don't lose your hair. Just be patient in the process. But hey, Coach Drake, final thoughts before we get up out this thing.
Oh man, we thank everybody for coming through. Like you say, man, you could be anywhere in the world, man, but you here with us. Hey man, y'all stop going back and forth in the chat with ignorant stuff, man. Everybody in here, we are positive. We positive. We gonna stay that way. We ain't gonna change. If you don't like us, we cool with it. We good with it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we gonna always do what we've been doing, being consistent in putting out this CU content, talking about Coach Prime, just not on the field but off the field, because the off the field stuff is the stuff that makes things go. I'm happy that these boys got down here safely. They done got 2 days to practice in, and so now it's time. Like I say, it's time to cut off all the noise, cut your phones off, get you some rest tonight, eat good, and be ready. Be ready when 3:30 come, man. It's y'all time. It's time to put the world on notice. It'll put us over 3 wins, and people stop talking about, oh, you only got 3 wins last year. So it'll put you over that. For the dude that asked, are you really a coach? Check my resume. Just check my resume, bro. I ain't hard to find. Everybody know who I am, baby. It ain't, and like I said, that ain't trying to floss. It's just telling you, bro. For you to come and ask Coach Dre if he really a coach, when you see the picture that I have up there, that's me and Coach D Nick at a game, at my football game. But y'all guys just stay positive, man. Stay blessed. Do the right thing, even when sometimes it don't feel like it's the right thing. Walk away from situations when you can. It's a lot of people in the ground because if they'd have just walked away. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in the ground if they'd have just walked away or just thought or just, didn't go back and forth. Argument is there's nothing to have. Because either you wrong or right. And either you're going to acknowledge you wrong or you're going to acknowledge you right. Ain't no need to sit there going back and forth with nobody, man. But as always, man, if I send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Drake. That is my brother Rob the Man. This is Rob the Man Media. Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow.